DC Comics. Liam Neeson isn't killing anyone in this scene.
You may find what you were looking for in the first place.
Particularly if what you're looking for just happens to be a ninja training facility. I know it's early in Alfred's butlering career, but he completely forgets to shut these doors back here.
So we build a new, cheap public transportation system to unite the city. And at the center, Wayne Tower.
Citizens of Gotham, here's a railroad. And never forget who gave you that railroad. Yeah, let's take my son who is deathly afraid of bats to his first opera, featuring bats. Richest family in the city exits the opera house through the graffiti-ridden side door into an alley.
Take it easy.
Yeah, just chill. Am I right? Chill? Get it? Okay, moving on.
Good news.
Your parents are alive!
We got him, son.
Oh.
It was nothing that you did.
Yeah, it was. He wanted to leave a boring opera early. That's what happens when you don't support the arts. Nipple bed. A flashback within a flashback? Do you think if Bruce could do an inception inside his flashbacks, he'd be able to warn his dad to avoid dark alleys? Katie Holmes. After the hearing where Chill gets shot, it goes from obvious midday to twilight in about 3 minutes.
I learned the fear before a crime and the thrill of success.
Where did you learn to kick so much ass that prison guards are putting you in solitary to protect the prisoners? Are you able to beat ass because you're angry? It gives you exactly the same powers as Mr. Furious.
I will go Pompeii on your butt.
Gotham's time has come. It is beyond saving and must be allowed to die.
And once we take care of Gotham, all evil in the world will vanish. This is definitely not Liam Neeson, so I guess Liam Neeson isn't doing anything in this scene. See, Alfred, when you leave the door wide open, you get bats inside the house. It takes 53 minutes for Batman to begin. I mean, I guess all we're really supposed to know is that Batman is hitting these people and kicking their asses. If we were meant to know the specifics of the fight, I'm sure they'd show them to us. Come on, if it wasn't required for the plot, there's no way the assistant DA in a city this size would be riding the sleazy subway trains home late at night. And if she did, she wouldn't live in an area that required her to get off the subway at Rape Alley.
No one takes the law into their own hands in my city.
Yeah, but people certainly break the law in their own hands in your city. But sure, focus all your efforts on the guy dressed as a bat.
I'm buying this hotel.
Buying a hotel is as simple as stuffing a check into a hotel staffer's pocket and requires no contracts. Batman doesn't kill King Joffrey when he has the chance.
All data, files, backup disks on my desk right away. And I'm firing you.
Good luck getting him to put all that shit you just asked for on your desk now that you fired his ass. The town's water supply would definitely not run under a building, and the water would not keep flowing through the pipe like this if there was a big gaping hole in it. Okay, I take back everything I said about Katie Holmes.
At least tell me what it looks like.
You know what it looks like, asshole. You were the one on the roof of the parking garage telling Batman to turn the engine off.
Stay with me.
Does Rachel see the same horrifying, oil-leaking bat demon when Batman talks to her just like Scarecrow did? Batman is a dick to everything. The effects of this poison are always changing. Bruce went into a coma, Falcone went crazy, Scarecrow goes crazy but somehow becomes sane hours later without the antidote, and when Rachel gets her dose, suddenly she's in danger of dying. This poison needs to make up its mind as to what it does to people.
We put it all in. It must have been at this for weeks. Gotham's entire water supply is laced with it.
This poison has been in the city's water for weeks, and no one has reported psychedelic effects after boiling the water or using a vaporizer. Party guests sing Happy Birthday long before any of them could have known Bruce was about to enter the room. Either that or they've been standing here singing it for hours, just waiting for his arrival.
Unless you have a microwave emitter powerful enough to vaporize all the water in the mains.
Yet another ridiculously complicated bad guy plan. Let's taint the water supply with poison, which has to be inhaled for it to work. Then, on the off chance there's a powerful machine that turns the city's water into vapor, we can get the whole city hallucinating in no time.
You're never short of a few freeloaders.
How does Bruce win back any friends after this speech? Wouldn't Bruce's name forever be tainted as the crazy guy who told his friends to fuck off and burned his own house to the ground? Yet, in the next movie, he's got enough friends to throw a fundraiser for Harvey Dent because people love him some Bruce Wayne. Also, never go to a Bruce Wayne party. Shit always goes down.
I'm gonna stop you.
I never did learn to mind your surroundings.
Without even looking, Roz knows that a random beam on fire is about to fall on Bruce before it actually falls.
You burned my house and left me for dead. Consider us even.
It's not even remotely even. He burned your house, but then dragged your body out of the burning house, saved it from falling off a cliff, and then left you with a villager to nurse you back to health. Ra's al Ghul is a dick. These members of the League of Shadows, a group of extremely skilled vigilante ninjas, are taken out by an old man with a golf club.
Sir, I am a Gotham City District Attorney.
This cop lets Rachel into the Narrows without checking ID of any kind. Also, I take back my take back about Katie Holmes.
I can't find my mom.
She's probably fucking your Uncle Jamie. Rachel just happens to stumble onto the one group of cops that are actually bad guys, as well as the same little boy Batman had a moment with earlier.
What's gonna hurt you?
Of course they are!
Holy coincidences, Batman. Now Scarecrow just happens to come across Rachel in the foggy mist? Also, how did Scarecrow hear what Rachel said to King Joffrey? Wow, Batman knew exactly where to glide through all this smoke after saving Rachel and the kid.
The monorail follows the water mains to the central hub beneath Wayne Tower.
Pressure's moving along the mains, blowing all the pipes.
Movie wastes time with an old man giving us exposition already delivered by Batman earlier. Can you really knock down this many support columns without the entire building coming down? I mean, if you can, what's the fucking point of having the support columns in the first place? Mysterious superweapon conveniently self-destructs after the train accident.
I got another job. Yours.
Somehow Earl isn't informed about all the changes at Wayne Enterprises before he walks in the door. I guess Bruce managed to keep the whole board and the entire media from telling him so that Earl could get an amusing and embarrassing comeuppance using the same words he used against Bruce and Fox.
Didn't you get the memo?
I never stopped thinking about you. About us. Then I found out about your mask.
Jeez, what a cock tease.
What happened? Did your balls drop out?
DC Comics. Is the Joker just standing here in the street corner in his hideous Joker makeup in public? Or does he put that shit on sometime during the heist? This guy totally ducks, but the other guy still shoots where his head would have been if he hadn't ducked. The bus is behind the Joker's bus to not notice the additional bus breaking the line and coming out of the huge gaping hole in the bank. Why does Batman keep meeting with Gordon on a rooftop so low that half the skyscrapers in town can see and photograph the meetings? Where is the tumbler busting in from? They're like 8 levels up in a parking garage. Why does the van stop the very second Batman makes impact? How the f*** is Batman supposed to have gotten into the vault without being seen? Is there a back door? Somewhere out there's a company making money selling useless frosted glass divider panels that don't provide security or actual room division. This witness manages to get a gun into court in a major organized crime case and is also apparently just holding that in his lap in full view of the judge.
You're not getting shot at. You're not doing your job right.
Rachel's all turned on by people trying to kill Harvey Dent, but wouldn't go out with Batman because of the same shit. There are no cameras in this room, but Lau can see everything anyway. Can you put the eraser end of a pencil through someone's head? I want Vsauce on this right now. Dutiful guard shrugs off the fact that Lucius has a cell phone that should have been confiscated, and then shrugs off the fact that he thinks all black people look alike.
Sonar. Just like a
submarine.
I was gonna say bat. Communist China apparently has no rules about the airspace over Hong Kong, and any old smuggler plane can fly within 50 feet of buildings.
The Joker card had traces of your DNA on it.
Was it semen? I bet it was semen. It can be said the characters Heath Ledger played during his career were Gyllenhaal asexual. Look, I know he's Batman and everything, but he managed to make it past everyone, including the Joker's henchmen, without anyone seeing him. I guess having 4 screens of the same Joker broadcast somehow helps Batman. Bruce Wayne has the technology to reconstruct fingerprints from a shattered bullet that went through a brick, so why hasn't he also invented time travel or a woman who has orgasms?
The Joker's named you next.
Harvey has known Rachel is next since the daytime shooting, but waits until nighttime to tell her about it. Harvey Dent drove to this random spot to question this crazy guy, and Batman's been busy beating up Maroni, so how does he know where Dent is?
His name's Schiff. Thomas.
When did Batman have a chance to find out who this crazy dude really was, since he was whisked away before anyone could question him? Are you sure you want Rachel, Bruce? She doesn't even look like she did in the first movie. How does the room know that they're leaving? And it's kind of inconvenient that it becomes darker as you try to position yourself on this platform. Do they really need to go down to lower Fifth? Surely there are plenty of other ways to get to their destination.
I didn't sign up for this!
Really? You are a SWAT officer! Batmobile clearly landing on its back, but then instantly upright for the next shot. How does the Joker know exactly which route the cops will take so that he's able to set up this helicopter trap? Batman blows away all these cars without knowing if anyone is in them. Gordon faked his death to protect his family, but how does he keep that a secret when there are so many corrupt cops on the payroll? He even manages to get on the SWAT team without anyone tipping off the Joker. And what did they tell his wife? Sorry, your husband has been shot, but you can't see the body because his face is so disfigured he looks like Gary Oldman?
You do like to play things pretty close to the chest.
Wait, he never said that. That was Bruce that said that to Fox.
I'm playing this one pretty close to the chest.
So you weren't even there.
Back from the dead?
Like I told you, I was playing this one close to the chest.
You're gonna have to play my little game if you want to save one of them.
Isn't this just the decision the Riddler made Batman make in Batman Forever, only on a larger scale?
Talk me through what's going on with you.
Fucking relationships, man. Jeez. Joker's plan to break Lau out of prison requires him to be able to get rid of Batman and Gordon so that he can make a phone call and blow this dude in this prison up. There's simply no way the Joker could have known precisely when police would realize Dent was gone, when they would interrogate him about it, when Batman would join the questioning, and when things would escalate to a beating, meaning there's no way he could have had timers on the bombs for Rachel and Harvey that would be timed so perfectly for Batman just in that moment to have only enough time to rescue one of them. Batman doesn't even know Rachel had this coin on her when she died, but somehow finds it in the rubble. Wouldn't the ferry boat workers have noticed all these explosives during preparation before they left? Come on, if this were any other third-rate villain, Batman would be able to get out of this.
My turn.
Two-Face decides people's fates by the flip of a coin, so wouldn't it make sense that he goes last between Batman, Gordon's son, and himself?
They must never know what he did.
5 dead. 2 of them cops.
I count 3 people and 1 cop. He shot the cop from The Fugitive, and he only punched Ramirez, and he shot the driver of the car Maroney was in. So you see, it's not nearly as bad as you think. DC Comics.
Favor of yours.
What? Totally just dangling on a steel rope. Absolutely zero security at Wayne Manor. Nipple bed. Heist. Alfred tells you how the movie will end 17 minutes in. Blake knows exactly where to go to find Gordon. Blake knows Wayne is Batman because of a f***ing look on his face. Doesn't use Batman voice in hospital even though he's wearing a mask. Who the f*** is this? Cop should be able to trace a cell phone without a call being made. Batman gets pickpocketed. Magical robo knee brace. Alfred suddenly knows everything about Bane. Where the hell did the motorcycles come from? Daytime when they go in the tunnel, nighttime when they come out. Ooh, is that a Galaxy Note? Well, it's Batman's Galaxy Note now. Ridiculous clean slate concept. This guy falls down for no reason. Uses Batman voice to talk to himself.
So that's what that feels like.
Alfred whines like a little bitch and breaks up with Batman. Illegal stock market trades made during an armed takeover are allowed to stand. Oh snap, better trust this bitch we know nothing about.
At the end of borrowed time you've all been living on.
What? Bane tickles a man to death off screen.
Mr. Wayne.
Wait, is she actually surprised that Wayne is Batman? Bane hits air, Batman goes down. This is not Batman. This is a in a Batman costume. Bane knows exactly where the R&D lab is, even though it's off the books. So, Bane flew halfway around the world to the prison hole just to taunt Wayne, only to fly back to Gotham?
Day in the sun.
What? A woman in a men's prison justified by a cartwheel. Every available cop sent down to the sewers at once. Doctor turns reactor into nuke in 2 minutes flat. Police officer just now realizing that guns kill. Gotham football team draws fewer fans than Jacksonville. Hines Ward shows acting range by returning kickoffs. Blake says, screw it, guns are good again. Why didn't they just blow up this bridge like the others? US government does basically nothing to help Gotham. If this were the Avengers, we'd have nuked the city just to kill Bane. Bane does an Adam Sandler impression.
Gotham is yours.
Why is Bane keeping the police alive? And that, folks, is the basis of chiropractic medicine. Liam Neeson isn't killing anyone in this scene. Bruce gets crucial plot details from his own hallucinations. Wait, is Catwoman a lesbian? This wall actually still looks pretty easy to get over. The prison hole halfway around the world gets better cable reception than I do. That fall alone would kill him. These guys are terrible at hiding. Bruce destroys his only way of knowing what's going on in Gotham. Would you just climb out of the pit already? Sudden stupid bad omen. Did he teleport into the city? Eventual bad guy helps good guys find the bomb. He's the street artist that Gotham deserves, but not the one it needs right now. Also, Christopher Nolan just ripped off The Crow. Another guy falls down for no reason.
Count to 5, then throw.
1, 2, 3... Dude, she knows you're Bruce Wayne, you can chill out with the voice. Cops with batons charge machine guns and tanks, and most don't die. Remember how his back is broken and his knee has no cartilage? Plot twist turns Bane into a lovesick puppy dog. Catwoman's surprise save the day surprises no one. Would it kill you for once to just say I'm Bruce Wayne and stop being so cryptic? This nuke with a 6-mile blast radius would definitely have incinerated Batman. We didn't die in the blast, but the radiation will certainly kill us. Hooray! Oh yeah, Alfred's in this movie. Isn't this the same ending as The Postman?
Robin.
Oh, give me a f***ing break. No one notices the most famous recently dead person in the world sitting at this cafe.